To breathe new life into historical journals, News Corp has collaborated with some of the families of fallen Anzacs to tell the soldiers' stories in real time on Facebook. It's a fascinating idea, and joining us is the editor of the Anzac Live project, Justin Lees, as well as Anzac family members, descendants, Jenny and Samantha Tubby. Good morning to all of you for coming in.
Hi, thanks for having us.
So Justin, where did this idea come from? It's a brilliant one.
Well, the stories of the Anzacs in World War I are incredible, and they deserve to be told. But in this centenary year, at News we wanted to get away from the traditional sepia approach. The men and women of that time were just like us. They lived vibrant, colourful lives, and we wanted to tell their stories in a vibrant, colourful way that reflects our world today.
So how can it work? How can we actually tell those stories in a modern-day context, I suppose?
Well, it's just like being friends with anybody on Facebook. You can, to all intents and purposes, these people are alive today on social media. So you can go to their pages, you can like them, you can get their posts in your feed, and you can chat to them, and they'll respond. And
so journalists who know these stories well, family members, will then be responding. Is that the way it works?
Yes, we've got a team of 30 custodians who have researched the stories extensively. And using the characters' own words, they can answer you.
Fantastic. So, Samantha and Jenny, your grandfather, great-grandfather, will be involved in telling this story as well. What's it like knowing that that his story is going to be brought to life in this way?
Well, I've grown up with these stories and I read the diaries from a young age. So it's not just the nation's history to me, it's my family's history. And to see that on Facebook, it's pretty exciting. And I think Facebook itself, it is an important platform for this project because it's encouraging young people to become engaged in history, and it's offering a fresh perspective, a perspective that they may never have seen before. Because how many 18-year-olds keep diaries, and how many families think that they're significant enough to pass on to the next generation?
Absolutely. And so tell us about this man, about his story.
My grandfather, while he was at war, he was very young, he was only 18, and he kept a day-to-day account of what was going on. And it was, some of the journal entries are very poetic, and some of he'll talk about his emotions and, you know, that he's missing the letters home from mum and things like that. And the way he's written them are, really interesting.
And will you be involved in this project as well? Will you be writing to people on Facebook when they post questions?
Yes, we can. Oh no, we won't be. We can ask the questions and be involved
chime in
that
and
way.
comment.
Yes.
These guys have been great. They've been so helpful and so supportive, as have several other families actually.
Well, as you say, this is one family of many. How did you choose which stories to tell? That would have been the really difficult part.
It was a brilliant job because I got to read so much. There were so many great stories, but to choose our 10 Anzac Live characters, we had three main criteria. We wanted a broad range of people, and we've got them, from the young digger through to the unlikely ladies' man, through to the extraordinary nurse, Alice Ross King. We also, of course, wanted them to be active at Gallipoli, involved in the landings and the time before that.
So it'll be as though it was in real time, as
Absolutely.
it were?
We like to think of it as crossing the century in a second, because they're posting right now from the 29th of March 1915, coming to us on the 29th of March 2015, and so it will go on. Our third criteria, of course, was that they had to have something to say, and our 10 absolutely do.
In what way? What do you mean?
Well, they kept these wonderful, wonderful diaries that we've had access through our partnership with the New South Wales State Library and our links to the War Memorial. And by looking at these, you get to personally know them, and it's fantastic. And you realise that they are, well, as I said before, they're just like us, and they want to share their story. They have days of fear, days of humour, days of boredom, but they write amusingly about it, and it's perfect for the social media generation.
It must be a real honour as well for you guys to know that your family's story is being told
definitely.
in this way, and really proud.
Yeah.
All right. Well, look, thank you for coming in and explaining it. It's a wonderful project, and
Thanks for having us.
I think it'll get a lot of likes, as it were, in the Facebook world. Thank you so much. And to find out more about Anzac Live and the Anzac Warriors themselves, you can check out today's News Corp papers or visit our Today Show website.